book. Oh my God, yo. This is the first episode of Mini on Izzy Market. Yo, first of all, let me introduce myself. If you don't already know, I'm Izzy LeBon. Greetings, all y'all. What's good? We back in the building again with another episode of Izzy Market. Uh y'all, we here. We got some issues, but we here. One of the issues, let me present to y'all first, is the guest. I don't know what happened. She wasn't able to make it tonight. For some reason, we're hoping that she kind of like jump in here while we on here. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And so that means we still gotta have Izzy Market Show. The show must go on still. So tonight, me and my co-host, Artsy Baby by Imagini. Imagini should be coming in soon, y'all. So we're gonna just wing it. We're gonna wing it until Portia get here. And you know what? We're gonna keep the emotion, we're gonna keep the energy around writing and publishing, right? So y'all tell me, like, I think about this all the time. Very often I think about this. So if you had the opportunity, you have the opportunity. But right now, if somebody, hey, so if somebody give you the opportunity to write, there my co-host go. What's good, Artsy Baby?
Hey. What's up?
What's good? Artsy Baby
wait
in the
a minute.
building.
I'm trying to make sure I can hear you really good.
You look so artsy. That's my cousin and my love and my co-host. You good? All right, so the show must go on until Imagini fix the audio issues that she having. So anyway, again, we was not able to get in touch with Portia Steele, and she has a publishing company, and I know she's going to be kind of frustrated at the fact that she wasn't. Hey, whoever joined us on Facebook, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Izzy Market. So she wasn't able to join us, but we're going to continue to go on, y'all, because that's what we got to do. We got to keep it going. Right? So I was thinking, like, you know, if I had the opportunity to actually write a book, if somebody gave me the opportunity to actually publish a book of my own, like, what would that look like, y'all? Like, what would that look like for you, Imagini? What would that look like? You know, I gotta put you on blast first.
I don't know. I think like with publishing a book, I mean, books are always great. They give you great outlook on things that you really don't know much about. I think if I was to ever publish a book or write a book, it would basically
Mike, you having some audio issues because we can barely hear you. It's cool. It might be the connection.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me good? All right, cool. You want me to start where I finished?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, if I was to write a book or give any outlook, I don't really know much about writing books, y'all. I really don't. If I had to choose a topic, I don't necessarily feel like I would start from a business aspect because I really don't know much about business. I'm still learning this thing. I just know about life, so I would write about life. You know, something everybody can relate to. Books are great. I'm thinking about doing one.
True indeed. That's why I really hope that we end up getting our guests because that's true. Like a book on your life, period. Like I think that's how life is, you know, like it's a book, you know, and it's an unwritten or unfinished book for me. You know, like I'm still writing in the pages of my book, you know, and adding different things to myself as a woman, you know. I think that'd be a good book, an important book for women. Right? Like a book about your experiences.
Everybody can relate to that.
Definitely. And before I came on the live, I went inside our group private live and I was talking about because I got a message from one of the women in the group, Imagini, and she was saying, you know, I hope I'll be there to support you or whatever. If I don't, just remember that I love you and I'll watch it later or whatever. And I think she really made it a lot about us, me delivering the information to her. And in fact, that's not exactly what we're trying to do. Me and you know what the dynamic of the group is, and that's to give,
Right.
to give ourselves, to
Right.
get other women to give themselves to us. And we have grown. You see how
Yes.
much we've grown?
Yes. Yes. Like it's spreading. It's getting bigger, but that's what we wanted. That's what we expected.
Facts. We really wanted this group to really grow, and it has grown so much with so many different seasoned women. And y'all, we love you so much, and we hoping to like get more and more women in the group because y'all know recently we got Nidra in the group, which is a celebrity in our eyes. Straight
And that
up,
she is.
like Nidra is boss, all around. She's goals for sure. And I'm so grateful to have her in the building. And all of us, like all of us. Nidra has just figured out the point where she can understand how to utilize her power, you know? And I think that's such a good thing. And I think that's something that we'll be able to get, from her. But going back to what I was saying about the book of life. So I don't know. I think that if I had to write my book now, it'll be filled with a whole lot of, I don't know,
Where would you start?
where would I start? And that's for sure. I don't know. And that's the thing. I think that some more healing needs to take place with me before I can begin that process of writing a book because I haven't quite understood a lot of the pain that I went through as a woman. I haven't quite digested, that's the things that women go through, I'm all for women empowerment. Hey, somebody said that on Facebook. For sure. So I don't know, like it would be a lot of pain to begin because as you know, like a whole lot has happened in my life. You've been with me for a lot of what has happened in my life, and it wasn't all good, so I'm gonna have a time with trying to organize that, and because I think if you're gonna write a book, at least that you should input in that book something positive, although you went through a lot of the negative. She said I was just about to say this. Yeah, so it takes a lot of healing, but that healing comes from women. Thank you. That healing comes from women within. So back to what I was saying, y'all, because y'all know I get off topic sometimes. I do that, but it's okay. All right. So what I was saying that before we came to the live, I did a private live inside of the group, and I was talking about how connected we are as women because I got a message from one of the women, and she was talking about how she wanted to support me tonight. She wanted to be there, but she don't know whether or not she'll be able to do that. And I am grateful that she even sent me a message like that. But I also talk back to her and let her know like it is not so much about that, so much about pushing for me or rooting for me. I appreciate it. But it's also about yourself as a woman. Like, have y'all ever noticed that if you ever lived with a few women or you've been around a few women for months at a time, that you all menstrual cycle connect? Anybody ever experienced that? Yeah, that happens. You might be back. And that happens. And the reason why that happens is because it's a connection between women. It's a connection that only women can have. We're womb bearers. So a lot of power is in your womb as a woman. And I went on our private live and I talked about that. You are who I am, and I am who you was. That makes sense? That take a lot of breaking down to understand. But just so you know, women are so interconnected and don't even
Yes.
understand how much we need each other. We need each other. We have to have each other as women. Anytime you are handpicked by source, by God, whoever you believe in, to carry life in your womb,
Come on, sister.
huh? No, but I'm
Come
just
on, sister.
saying, huh? Do that for a second. Anytime you're able to carry power in your womb, we've been picked to carry the power, to carry life inside of your womb. That's some serious shit. Excuse my language for whoever don't curse. And you got to understand it as
Yeah.
such. Right. Absolutely. And so inside of your womb, you carry a whole lot of DNA, um, genetic, your genetics from your ancestors. Believe it or not, that's the truth. You know, and your grandmothers
Mm-hmm.
and great grandmothers or whatever. All of these people are connected within you. Your ancestors are connected within you, and with whoever you birth, whatever you are able to come, even if you don't have a child, you're still a womb barrier. This is where your power lies. So even if you don't bring actual physical birth to the earth,
Mm-hmm.
you can birth anything in this earth. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Even if you
That's
don't
deep.
birth a physical human, you still have power in your womb to bring forth whatever you want on this earth. That's the type of power women hold. Before you had your children, before you conceived your children, there was a decision made between you and the male. That was a communication that you may or may not even know of.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a certain type of power. It takes a certain type of power to understand and appreciate the connection, because certain connections can't even happen with the
Mm-hmm.
male and the female. That's just the way it is. Certain connect. That's a lot to get into. Even
Yeah.
with the losses of children and everything, that's a little touchy, but it's deep and it's true. And a lot of people don't want to face it, but it's the truth. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever you were able to bear inside of your womb and come forth, that's some powerful shit. You even got the opportunity to create these people, or change these people's thoughts. You're gonna be a very important piece of how they live their lives when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be that powerful to even understand that, especially when you're raising women,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How you feel with raising your girls? I think girls are the toughest to raise.
I feel like in order for me to give this type of advice, I feel like I be giving biased advice. And the reason I feel like that is because I don't have boys. So I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between the two because I don't have boys. What I will say is, at one point in time, I thought I wanted a boy. I really did. I thought my last child was a boy. I picked out all boy names. I just knew this was going to be a boy, but it wasn't. And I kind of feel like most High God knew what he was doing when he gave me two girls. Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. And the journey that I had with them is two little people, like these two little people who remind me of me. They act like me, they talk like me, and it's like a mirror. It's almost like a mirror effect. But the only thing about it is, I just always hope that I'm able to steer them in the right directions. I feel like if I don't teach them anything else, I always want them to know and understand their power, you know, and not to allow anybody to take that from them. Like, y'all gotta know how powerful that y'all are. I don't really care if they don't get anything else in life. If they get that, I feel like my job is done.
Indeed, I absolutely agree with that. And you said you don't know the difference because you're raising boys. I think that's a challenge too, an equal challenge, because I think with girls, they're very testy because you are looking at yourself directly in the mirror. You
Hell
are
yeah.
fighting. And as
Whoa,
they get
what?
older, they're as bold as you were at that age.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotta knock their asses out.
check this out. Let me bring you back. Don't you know? And anybody who got kids, look at this right now. Think about it. Whatever energy you carried when you were with that man, whatever the energy might have been, whatever you and him carried, guess where it's at? And that little loud mouthful, disrespectful little thing you got in the room. Because that's how it is. It's an
Mm-hmm.
energy exchange, and the energy can be powerful and negative. I don't know if people understand that, but power can be negative and it can be positive. It just depends on what you do with your power. And not to say that it's even wrong. That's another topic. That's another topic. You see what I'm saying? But as a woman, you absolutely right.
That's
What do
a
you
fact.
mind?
That's a
So
fact.
right. What you mean when you say you try to get them to understand their power? Like, what's that for you? Like, what's power for you?
It's so many levels to this. when I say power, I want them to know exactly who they are, first of all. I need them to know who they are. Some people go a whole lifetime and they never learn or never know who they are. And when I say that, I mean by the things that they're capable of, you know, the things that they're worthy of, the things that they can accumulate, the things that they can transpire in their own lives. Like it's so many levels to it. It's like some people go a whole lifetime and they never know who they are. They never figure out who they are. They never figure out their purpose. They never get any of that. They'll go a whole lifetime and never experience any of that. I just need them to know and understand that they have I don't know what other word to use besides power.
Indeed. Indeed. I think that
Other
the
word to
trouble
use
with
besides
girls is they
power.
right. And I was just gonna say, I think that the thing with girls is they understand power how they see it, and so whatever power that they see within us, as their mothers, their aunts, whatever, they kind of pick and choose because you can do that. Like I carry a lot of my aunt's energy, everything about her. I'm just so sexy and just so, I, my energy is just alluring, and I can simply draw people in with just my energy, and I carry a lot of that from my aunt, and certain things I carry from my mom. So I think with women, we kind of pick and choose which energy you carry. The only thing you can possibly do in your case is make sure that you're achieving, you know, because it sounds
Yeah.
like power means, for you, for your family, which is not wrong in any sense, no matter what you think it is. You set the tone for your family because you the head. So whatever power that they see within you, with their mom, like that's what's gonna be what attracts them, whether it's good or bad, or whether or not you, because how do you use your power?
How do I use my power? First, I had to learn that it was even there because I didn't know. Secondly, I use my power not so much for the benefit of myself, but for me to be a better me for whoever I encounter or whoever run across me or whoever I have to share light with or I don't just use it for the benefit of myself.
Right. So yours
It's
is
just
a
so many
power
levels to
exchange
this.
for
I can go
others.
on and on about this.
Yeah, and yours is a power exchange for others. I totally get that. um you know I think coming into your power takes a lot of spending time with yourself. You agree? Like, do you have to spend a lot of time with yourself to kind of like duel your power?
Most definitely.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. I go into this phase called hermit mode. And I find myself doing this quite frequently. But you guys, I swear, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Please study hermit mode. Hermit mode will really it's gonna set you down, it's gonna break you down, and in the end you're gonna know exactly who you are. You're gonna know exactly who you are. It's time spent with yourself. It's time spent with yourself. It's like I feel like in order to align and know exactly who you are, you gotta separate from the rest of the world.
Indeed. And I think like you said, it's good to go in hermit mode. But just so you know, from a woman who has the experience of growing herself, and you my sister, as every other woman there is, right? So it's my duty to make sure you understand something that I've understood now. You never ever really learn completely who you are because you constantly grow and change, you know? Like it's about refining that power. Somebody said when Medea said, if you can't be by yourself, how can you be with others?
That's
That's
real.
deep. That's deep. But sometimes being with somebody else and you can't be by yourself, actually it helps your sanity if you don't know who you are yet. Like you said, Imagine, and you every time I think I have grown to a point where I understand certain levels of myself, because there's levels to this shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's levels to this shit, man.
Yeah.
So uplift the next sister, right on. Thank you so much for saying that, because that's true. That's what we all about. But every time I think I get to a certain level in myself where I understand certain things about myself, man, do spirit, do universe bust me wide open like, you thought you knew. But you know,
Yeah.
yeah, and you know, the magnification for my kids is what shows me that, you know, the reflection that I see, you know, is what shows me whether or not, because kids will test you at every level. I promise, kids will refine you as a woman, especially girls. And
Yes.
we were talking about the boys. So in my case with the boys, I just recently found out, and I hope, hey, Crystal, wow, hi, I ain't see you in a while. So sorry, y'all. You muggity. But when you raising boys and women with boys, listen to me good. Listen, sis. Listen. If you don't listen to nothing else, when you raising boys, watch this. Watch it. Watch that mouth around them and watch this finger. Because they're going to marry exactly who you are or exactly who they see in a woman. That's the truth. And a lot of women don't want to see it. It's so many women. I know somebody right now that just cannot stand her mother-in-law. Why do you think that is?
Cause she probably like that horrible, for real.
She is her mother-in-law. She is her, you know, and that's the grown children are worse. Somebody said grown children are worse. So it don't stop. Wait a minute. It don't stop when they get older.
Man, I heard it get worse.
Somebody said I would write a book about my past and understanding how that shaped me into a person I am today. Indeed. Indeed.
I love
And I
that.
think you got to keep writing books if you're going to do it like that. I thought
Yes.
about writing a book for every decade I turned, like in my 30s and my 40s.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
right. But if we want to write a book, because the producers insist on, since Portia and Kim, but that's who we would talk to about publishing and writing a book, you know. And we really wish Portia was here so we could share some of this information with her and get some of her insight about this. But
Yes.
right,
I
because I
I think
swear,
that's a great idea.
right, and women, you know, if you never get it published, write in your journals. I have journals on top of journals on top of journals, y'all. And it's good. It's good to
Yes,
write in your journal. You are
it
so
is.
powerful. Many people, or many of the people in your household are not even on your level as a woman. Please understand that. Not even your spouse. He
Hmm.
can't even get it. You understand the power that you hold. So the only way for you to exchange power when you in the presence of people that are not as powerful you as you are, and when I say people, I just mean your spouse, your kids,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Um, the thing for you to do is, somebody said nope, it gets worse, but the kids. The thing for you to do is exchange power with yourself. Seriously, because
Explain that.
well, so you sure? Because I all right. So this is what
Yes.
I'm gonna say about that. Um, I'm God. I'm a goddess, and I know that's gonna be touchy. I know that's gonna be touchy for some who
Not at
can't
all.
understand it. Right. So I speak God language to my seeds up under me, because they are also God's coming up. And if you religious and you haven't really grasped the concept of what God is, because God is not an object; it's a subject. Understand that. So if you are religious, you are also in the image of God. That's what the Bible says. I was a
Hmm.
Christian. So only thing I'm saying is I've just understood to take control of my God power and not be afraid to say it anymore. And so since I know that, since I hold an omnipotent power, because I do, somebody told me that I'm coming here to bear life from my womb. And not only am I coming here to bear life from my womb, I hold a lot of power in my womb. I'm definitely a god, or the closest thing you've seen to it.
Hmm.
I'm a woman. You a woman too, and you a god
Hmm.
too. You understand? Nobody is gonna understand a lot of the mental anguish you go through in this physical world, the depression that you might go through in this physical world. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's an imbalance. That's all that is. Like no matter what the disease is, no matter what the issue is with you, whether you're going through depression this week or you live with depression constantly, whether you know, it does not matter. It's the same. You have to understand how powerful you are, and it's a battle within your mind constantly about that.
Mm-hmm.
And before us, nobody taught you that. None of the women taught you that. In their defense, in their era, they were taught that it's okay to bow down, you know, to others. It's okay that you're not as powerful because men are more powerful than you. And they've
Mm-hmm.
been taught this, you know, in that era of our parents. Before that, before that, because it goes before that, even in biblical, there's queens in the Bible who understood their God power. In my case, where I believe in the universe and I believe in my ancestors, the pharaohs were women and they were gods. These were women that understood their power as a woman. So since you can't get on that level, to answer your question, Imani, since you can't get on that level with anybody else in your household, because you cannot, I can't even get on the same level as power that you have. I just enjoy being in your presence to get the exchange. You don't have the power that I have, but I recognize power. You have some power. I have some power. Any woman that you come across has power. Whether or not you want the exchange is another story. And so the only way, just to answer your question, the only way for you to really exchange that power with another powerful person or being when you're alone is in your journal. Write those thoughts down, those downloads that you're getting, write those things down, how you're feeling, write them down because that's all they are is energy. And you got to put it somewhere because you're so powerful. Right after you start feeling like how you feeling, or in the midst of you feeling like how you feeling, you still got to take care of the kids. You still got to deal with real life shit. You still got to go on and live your life. And no, and guess what? And the spouse don't really know what's going on with you. That you might feeling depressed. The kids dang sure don't know. And if they know, they don't care. Can you please fix us some noodles? The kids don't care. You know, and they don't have to care because you're the powerful being in the household, and they know that. Even people who are married with spouses and other people in the houses, the kids know who is powerful, who they coming to.
Yep.
The kids understand
Top
the power
tier.
at a very young age. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's what I mean when I say something about, the power exchange, that's important. Very important as a woman.
What advice do you give for women who have not yet tapped into that? Or they may be already tapped into it, they're just not able to recognize it yet.
Keep on living.
Like the old people say, keep on living.
Keep on living and keep on growing because you will experience it as a woman. You don't have a choice. You were
Right.
given, right. You were given the job, the opportunity, and everything else to produce life and bring life here. You understand, God?
That
You
ain't
see what
no
I'm saying?
simple task.
So if you haven't experienced yet, my advice would be to get you a journal, start writing in your journal and having that energy exchange with yourself. Start having that energy exchange with other women because that's important. We are
Yes.
uniquely and exceptionally made. We all have our own talents and gifts. Indeed, that is
Yes,
very
sis.
true. That's very true. But did you know that even with your own talents and gift as a woman, that you're so powerful, you can even produce something outside of your talents and gifts? You got that?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Women can produce the things that we say out of our mouth is so powerful because whoever the source is for you gave you, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, gave you the job to produce life, that you speak shit into existence with your lips.
Just
You
like
can
that.
speak things into existence by not even bringing the words out, but having that thought, God, because you're so powerful. God is, that's how it is. You were given the job to speak life because you did that before you conceived. You said, I'm gonna have a
Mm-hmm.
baby for this. I'm gonna have a baby.
I'm gonna bust this junk open.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have a baby.
Yeah, it is.
But that's how powerful you are. You spoke life into your belly. Not only did you speak life into your belly, you were speaking to your child when they were in your womb. Am I right?
Yeah, you're
Your
right.
child heard your thoughts, everything. It felt all the energy that you had to give, everything. Because you are so powerful. That's what you did. That's what you manifested in your belly. And while that thing is stirring up in your belly and growing inside your belly, it is receiving energy exchanges. Everything that you experience, every thought that you have towards that man you might be with or whatever, that's why the baby come out looking just like him.
Child, I ain't proud of mine. I ain't proud of the stuff that went on. I ain't lying.
Really? Of your
During my
pregnancy?
pregnancy, girl, hell no, I ain't proud. I was just talking about this the other night. I was
What?
on the phone talking about something. I was talking about this the other night. The fact that when I was pregnant with my last daughter, I swear I know it's so bad to say, and I don't want to put like bad stuff out into the universe, but that was the most trying pregnancy ever. I did not have no bond with her whatsoever. I was so sad. I was so depressed and low. And now that she's out, she do the same stuff. She mope.
Wow.
She be sad. She whine a lot. She's been like this ever since she was born. She's about to be 5. She's still like that. Energy
Mm.
transfer. I know exactly what that is. I feel guilty about it every day.
Mm. Wow. And but you know what's good, goddess? You so powerful. You can stir that thing up. You can
Right.
stir it up without even saying it to her. You understand? Whatever you may have, did you know what you needed at that time that you didn't have?
Yes.
Because that's what caused
Yes.
sadness. It's a lack, huh?
Yes, I know exactly.
Wow. What was it?
I didn't have any help from her dad. I didn't have any sympathy from him. Um, it's kind of like I was just left, just left the deal. So in
Wow.
return, it made me project the energy towards her. Like, I don't want this baby. I don't want this pregnancy. When is this gonna be over? That's things that I used to say. Yeah, I used
Wow.
to say stuff
Yeah.
like that. And now that she's out, she project those same energies. She real whiny. She cry a lot, and I always be like, stop whining so much. Why you whine so much? Like, I don't know why. That's just how she is. It's my fault.
So I just got a lashing from the producer. We on topic, but
Sorry.
so one of the viewers was saying the only thing you can do is build her up one day at a time.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I might put her in my book, y'all.
Indeed. And again, you so powerful that during that time when you felt abandoned by him, because that's what that was. Hmm. So she carried that abandonment energy. You make sure you spend a lot of time with her and reassure her that you ain't going nowhere as long as
Right.
you're here, as long as you're in the physical realm, because that's what that is.
Right.
And it's a constant growth thing. Like I don't think kids even they can't possibly get it all together as they're younger. But she gonna see in you whatever you produce, whatever you show. So
Right.
stuff with that. All right, so back on topic before we get in trouble.
I'm so sorry. All right. So I was thinking, back to this book thing. I really didn't put much thought into it, but it gave me like a brief preview. So I was actually like to put some type of thought in it, if that makes sense. I was thinking, like, you ever watched a movie, right? Have you ever watched a movie and it was so easy for you to predict like what was gonna happen next? Like, it was easy for you to predict the plot. I think if I was to do a book, I would start with my happy place first, like my winning season. So I'll start from the top and I'll bring it back to where I started. That would be
Wow.
my idea.
Wow. What would that look like though? Because I've been with you with some of the so how would that look? Like
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even feel like I'm all the way there yet. But what I can say is I'm not where I used to be.
indeed, indeed for the book. So anytime you decide that we want to write a book, Portia, we still gonna represent you even though you're not here. Anytime we feel like we might want to go out and do that, Portia would be the person to go to for these services. Um, Portia Steele is with MysticqueRose Publishing. They do ghostwriting. They do the book editing. They'll even redo your copy. Your cover. They do the publishing and marketing. That's deep, Mahogany. Somebody said that's deep, Mahogany.
Hey,
The
you.
illustrating, the formatting, they do it all. So Portia is a publisher that used to live in Pittsburgh, PA here, and she has now moved to Nigeria. And so she is really out there doing her thing, her and her husband with the publishing thing. And I really wanted to get some more information from her. But yeah, so and also we took the opportunity to go on Amazon and see a lot of her books that she published, and a lot of those were best-selling books. Imagine.
Go, girl. Look at you.
She did that.
Yeah, I think this is amazing because for a lot of people who want to start a book, it's like you have to go one place for this service. Then you got to go another place for that service. This girl is offering all this in one. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick.
Right. And I don't know exactly how much her services is. I wanted to get in detail with that when she came, but I don't know, y'all. You have to go to the website, and we got all the information up here. The website, her Facebook, her TikTok, and also her email. She do a lot of different funny TikToks, and I really wanted to talk with her because she is really animated. You know, even when I messaged her back and forth, she was really animated and excited about the information. Again, she live in Nigeria, so maybe it's the time for them.
I ain't kidding.
I don't know. So we're not disappointed. We love you still. Her website is MysticqueRosePublishing.com. It's worth doing a consultation with her just to see exactly what it is to get your book published. Y'all, next week, we super excited. We super excited. We super excited. Hey,
beat us there, don't meet us there.
You super excited because we got Cat from Sacred Roots. So he is a master herbalist. We are excited about this one. Yeah.
Yes.
Public speaker, master herbalist, a Reiki healer. So he has a lot of different information for us. Yeah. And y'all see all these blemishes on my face, honey. Let me tell you something. I can't wait to talk to Cat.
Yeah, it is.
I need me a nice detox. And speaking of detox, after that, on the 19th of January, I believe, we got our girl Nidra.
Excited. I'm more excited for.
I'm excited for all of them because knowledge is power. Like wherever you get information is great. So Nidra, you got the opportunity to look at her page. Tell them about Nidra.
Nidra, y'all, she is so funny. I swear, like, for one, she's so down to earth. She's an everyday person, just like us, and put that out there. She's beautiful as F. I'm not gonna curse. Her body is banging. I'm sorry, they hate on her body. The body is the bomb, okay? You can say what you want. You can say what you want about it. The body is the bomb. Not only that, yeah, she is, and she pushes like her brand. She pushes what she sells, like, and not only that, she has more than one marketing strategy. Like, this girl is great. I can't say nothing bad about her. She's amazing, baby. She is. I can't wait to have her.
Yes, I'm excited about all of them again. So, what day will it be on? Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have meetings, and we're very booked, by the way. Just so you know, we're booked with the people that we're doing as a promo. So if we've already contacted you and you already booked, also in the month of February, you good. No, I got nothing to worry about.
You in there like swimwear. You good.
But along with the knowledge and the power, it takes time to find these people and reach out to them. And they also want compensation for some of these things. So if you need to book an interview, it's not much, but to bring out your brand, the really talk about your brand, and we got it set up. We just couldn't do it while Portia here because certain rules we got to follow. I can't show all the information while Portia not here about her. And so we have it set up. You can interview anything. You can book your interview on ElizabethAnsah.org. I'm sorry, ElizabethAnsah.org. How I forget my own website, y'all. And this is a clip of how you get to the website. You just go type ElizabethAnsah.org in the browser. It should take you straight to the site. Here we go. Look at the producer slow. And the only thing you got to go into the entrepreneur's corner here, and you should see my beautiful face on the front of that. And you scroll all the way to the bottom to the Entrepreneurs Corner. Look at me, can't spell and can't talk. And then you go in there and hit schedule and schedule your meeting with us. And so we'll call you for a consultation. It can be on any day that we have available to do the consultation anyway. Because we only do the live meetings on Wednesday nights. Not only that, just so you know, in the spring, we're getting ready to open up a very big page that we host. Anybody ever heard of the page called Stuff You Should See? I'm sure you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so y'all probably remember on Stuff You Should See. And just so you know, I'm the big dog that's in the building when it comes down to Stuff You Should See page. And we plan on advertising soon in the spring. And those are paid advertisements. So if you want to get on now, this is the best time to do it, because in the spring, advertise your brand no matter what you do. If you got a food truck, yes. If you out here doing your chairs, you out here doing your thing, and you look like us. We're not prejudiced, but I'm just saying, even if you don't look like us, but mostly if you look like us, please come on and get your brand out here, because it's the time. We in 2022. I don't think we have a whole lot of time to do what we used to do.
That's right.
Right. And do the same things that you used to do for money. So you really got to get yourself out here, and get yourself out here however you can. Also, we got another page called Crazy Stupid Shit Stuff. I'm not sure, but we're also admin on some of those pages. So, and we will also hopefully in the future be advertising something of like mind to that page, because that page is organized with a couple other people. So just so you know, we got it. Because Labosa got the bag, and y'all know the last name is Izzy. Y'all know it. Y'all
know it.
Okay, you got to know it. So I'm excited about the interviews that we got coming up next, y'all. It's cool. Imagini, what's up? Like,
all right.
What do you think? What we gonna do? Like,
I think it's great. I think what we're doing so far is great. Not only that, let me just go ahead and put my little thing out there. You guys can follow me at Artsy by Imagini Owens. That's ARTSY_EMOGANIOWENS. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, but I'm really big on IG, so y'all can follow me on there. Not only that, I have a product that I just dropped. I dropped my product in December of 2021. I have a hair growth serum. It's called 1212 Hair Growth Serum. I sell it to my clients. They buy it. This product promotes strong, healthy hair growth. You can go on my page and take a look at all my testimonials, all my before and afters. Like, this is a real product that I use on my real clients, so it's not a gimmick. Nobody is paid for reviews or none of that good stuff. This is a real life deal. $12.12 is what I charge for this product. You can purchase it by Cash App. My Cash App is $ARTSYKIID, the number 12. You can also purchase by PayPal, and my PayPal is EOWENS7579@gmail.com. If you guys need shipping, please include that you're going to need shipping whenever you get ready to make a purchase. So it's usually like a note box, and you can either put your email, your address there, or either a contact number where I can contact you. That's it.
I love it. So we already got our handles out there. Y'all listen, we coming back Wednesday night. We gonna be back.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. Like I said, this channel is growing, y'all. When we first started, it was very small, and I don't want to use the word mediocre, because it was just a few of us. It was just a few of us when we started, but this channel is really growing. Not only that, our fan base is growing. The people that we bring on is growing. Like, this channel is really growing. So as long as we have you guys following us, y'all sticking with us, be patient with us, because we still learning, just like how y'all learning. We might have a little technical difficulty here and there. We might curse here and there, but trust me, we're gonna get to a point where we're not cursing at all. We just getting started. But thank y'all for even tuning in, because you took time out of your day to tune in with us. It's greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Thank y'all again. Wednesday night, y'all come back so y'all can see Sacred Roots. We'll try to get Portia another time. I hope we can really get her in there, because I'm really interested in knowing how you do this whole book thing.
Most definitely.
Just so y'all know, let me leave you with something. As women, expanding your brand. Indeed, Izzy Labosa, Elizabeth Ansar, all that's the brand. Also a life coach. Imagini said she's gonna stop cursing on the live, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna try.
I'm trying, y'all.
It's not that damn.
I'm a hood girl.
It's not that damn easy for me. That's a part of my power. But no. But y'all, listen. Again, we love you. We thank you for tuning in for sure. We hope you tune in again next Wednesday for another interview so y'all can get the interview experience. We also have interviews, other podcast interviews on elizabethansar.org under the podcast. So look for that. We see y'all again next Wednesday, and we out, y'all.
Out like a light. Thank y'all. We
Out
love
like a light.
y'all.
Out like a light. Hey, out like
Later.
a light. Out like a light. Out like a light. Hey, out like a light.